Well, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Queen of Queen's Place to Be Reviews, the People's Champion. Hoping all of yous had a wonderful Independence Day if you're watching in the U.S. If you're outside of the U.S., I hope your weekend was great anyway. We're back full swing. We've got a great podcast tonight. We got a couple videos tomorrow. A big week planned here on the channel. We've got this article that came out from J.B. Augustine talking about how the Flash, well, it's Ezra Miller. He's going to look stupid. But the Michael Keaton Batman might be pushed aside a little bit narratively to prop up this new Supergirl played by Sasha Calle. We're going to get into the article. Roll the intro, monkeys.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right.
that.
Okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tula?
Rumor, Andy Muschietti hints the Flash will see Barry Allen and Batman depicted as idiots while Supergirl saves the world. Now, this really shouldn't come as any surprise to anybody who is familiar with the landscape of superhero films and how they relate to the zeitgeist. Because since Captain Marvel, we've seen an influx of woke superhero films, traditionally male superheroes being race, gender swapped, pushed aside, in favor of their counterparts who are more often than not either female or, a quote-unquote minority. But a lot of these times, it's done not with the best intentions. Well, I should preface that all by saying race and gender swaps are indicative of lazy writing, okay? That's the creator saying we can't come up with a compelling character that happens to fit the mold of what we want, so we're going to bastardize and tokenize an existing character and then put our own agenda into that aforementioned character. In this case, we're seeing Supergirl played by Sasha Calle, which is an existing character from the comics. They've taken this actress who is absolutely lovely and turned her into what you see before you now, which is weird looking. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but it's not working, and I feel bad for the actress. I really do, because I don't, like I said, without looking into her tweets and all that, I'm not getting into that right now, but aesthetically what they've done to her, they were almost trying to go for a comic look, which would have worked, but they just made her look so non-feminine and frumpy, and it's like, female superheroes don't have to look like men to be a superhero. And by look like men, I don't mean be athletic or muscular. I happen to dig that look because I think it makes them look more like a superhero. But the point I'm trying to make is here, they're going to build her up and tear down Ezra Miller's Flash and Michael Keaton's Batman so she can look better and get the shine and save the world, according to a rumor, and that's based on something that Andy Muschietti said. Let's jump into this. Here we go. A new rumor suggests that director Andy Muschietti's upcoming The Flash film may take inspiration from Disney and Rian Johnson's treatment of Luke Skywalker, The Last Jedi, by emasculating and humiliating its two principal heroes, Barry Allen, played by Ezra Miller, and Bruce Wayne, Batman, played by Michael Keaton, in order to present Supergirl, Sasha Calle, as the film's real hero. Now that right there is going to just piss audiences off, because everybody has wanted to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman at some point or another, especially after Batman 2, and they went the other direction. So this really doesn't come as a surprise that we're hearing this, especially with this character looking the way she does and just knowing what's behind it. But it's always disheartening to hear that, and I'm not an Ezra Miller fan at all. I'm a Grant Gustin Flash guy. Even though the show is kind of shit now, but I like him as the character better. I know a lot of people would disagree with me, Barry Allen's blonde, blah, blah, blah. I just think he's more of he looks more the part. Ezra Miller's just weird. And that's not talking about him choking out women either.
If you want to fight, is that what you do?
The article goes on to say, in a recently leaked featurette that was meant to serve as a promo for the upcoming DC film, Muschietti can be heard referring to a Justice League that is, quote, not the powerful Justice League that we all know, before making an ambiguous reference to a half solar-powered alien and two idiots, and adding, I embrace the fact that these underdogs are going to save the world. That doesn't sound too good for your, titular character and, you know, a returning character. Cosmic Book News believes that the half-solar powered alien referred to by the director is Supergirl, as portrayed by Sasha Calais, and the two idiots are the returning Batman, played by Michael Keaton, and the Flash is Ezra Miller. So that, like I said, that just lends credence to the fact that we can kind of see the writing on the wall here, and DC is going to do the same thing that Marvel's doing. They're going to lean in, and it's not that we have a problem with female heroes in the forefront. There's no problem with that. But you don't have to emasculate and denigrate and tear down the male heroes just to make the females look good. Because if they're a good character, they can obviously stand on their own. Furthermore, the nerd news outlet feels this attempt by Muschietti and Warner Brothers to imitate Disney's treatment of Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Last Jedi is being done for the sake of political correctness. In other words, Supergirl will look good and save the world, while Batman and the Flash will look like stupid and fumble the ball. There's a panel, and you can see she looks good there. That's not what the actress looks like, and I don't think the CGI is going to help. Michael Keaton hasn't put on the cape and cowl for nearly 30 years, but is back in The Flash to reportedly pass the torch to the new DCEU, with rumors suggesting that he'll serve as a mentor to a younger generation of heroes such as Supergirl, Batgirl, and if the whispers are to be believed, Terry McGinnis. Which would be a cool thing. A lot of people have been asking for that, and I don't know why they haven't pursued that avenue yet, as opposed to retreading Batman. And Batman's one of my favorite characters from my childhood, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, oversaturation of one character is possible. Trust me, if anybody, it's been Batman. I mean, how many times can we see Thomas and Martha die? At current, there's no evidence that Keaton is signed on for more than just The Flash. As such, it's possible that any discussion or pitch for a Batman Beyond series film might not materialize.
Oh, son of a bitch!
However, with Supergirl and Batgirl's respective solo flicks back in play, the studio may be willing to throw an OG Batman under the bus, in a move that only they would like to see happen in order to prop up the new heroes for potential franchises. And DC has had so many problems, I don't see how emasculating and tearing down one of your biggest characters would benefit you in the eyes of the paying customers, the real fans, the people that will spend money for merchandise, for movie tickets and things of the like. This doesn't make sense. The Tumblrinas don't spend money. Either way, the leaked clip reportedly also showed Ezra Miller talking up The Flash as the most mind-blowing DC film ever.
This is like the most hype, beastly DC movie ever!
He said,
It's going to blow people's heads off!
he then discussed what makes Flash his favorite hero, explaining,
The Flash is unique amongst the Justice League. He's the first quantum superhero because he follows how pitch, speed, and velocity determine the makeup of reality. What I love about the Flash is that theoretically, it's just a singular power, which is his speed.
He continued, teasing the film's storyline. That one factor, when pushed to extremes, will become a whole bunch of powers. He can make a tornado, run across water, he travels through time. Miller also teased the number of Batmans offered by the multiverse, which we've suspected for some time, adding, there's multiple Batmans, Batsmen, there's more than one Batman. So far, the only Dark Knights confirmed to be returning are Ben Affleck and Keaton. Whether there will be any more, such as George Clooney, or Val Kilmer appearing in the film is unclear, but based on what we're hearing, at least one or two of them will be depicted as, quote, an idiot.
This doesn't bode well.
Again, it should be noted that the above quotes and supposition are based solely on alleged promo clip that leaked online, and while WB has since taken action to purge it from the internet, such an action does not mean that footage was official. And it just goes on to say the Flash breaks the bonds of reality in the spirit of the Flashpoint Paradox starting on November 4th, 2022. So what we seem to have in the case of the Flash movie is a director who literally has zero respect for source material, lore, character mythos, and what has come before. Like I said, the lore and everything that encompasses these characters. He's willing to push the Flash and Batman down with one hand and try to lift up this new iteration of Supergirl with the other hand at the expense of the titular character and somebody that fans have been clamoring for decades to see back under the cowl wearing the bat symbol again. And this just doesn't, as Sylvester said, this doesn't bode well for the movie. But the normies will still spend money. The media, access media shills, will blame people like me, call us sexist if we don't go see it. I have no idea if I'm going to go see this or not. I'll probably just well, that's another story altogether. But anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think this is actually going to happen in the movie? Do you think this is a rumor? Big shout out to Bounding Into Comics for keeping it real and reporting on this. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to slap that like button for me, and if you're so inclined, if I've earned it, please let today be the day you subscribe. I'm Tepo Kuina, the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of yous. Remember, if I don't see ya, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. And it's better to burn out than fade away.